Hello there, my name is Ashwin and welcome to another Protopie Crash Course. So this is part 5 in the Protopie Crash Course series, and in this video we will learn how to build this progressive form. So progressive forms are basically forms that react to your input, and as you type and as you change the values, you reveal the next input field. And this is something that we can build right off the tool on Protopie, and all of this logic is baked right into the prototype. So let's get started. So the first thing I need to do is to import the sketch file. So let's go ahead and look into what sketch looks like. So this is my sketch file, and we have different input groups on this file, and each input group has an input layer, which is just a simple text field, and it's got a label and it's got this input bounds. So most importantly, you have to remember to name these groups uniquely so that you can work on Protopie easy. So I'm going to go back into Protopie. This is a new file, and I'm going to first make sure we have the same artboard size, 360, 760. I'm going to go custom 360, 760, 2x, and OK. Alright, so now I'm going to hit Command I to import and import my input layer, and we have everything in place accordingly. So I'm going to toggle into the preview, Command tilde, and when we start with input fields, one thing we need to know is we don't need these text fields when we are working in inputs. So Protopie has its own input field. So let's go ahead and delete all of these text fields. So we'll keep the bounds, and when you go into text, you have input. So let's drag this input and place it into our input field. I'm going to zoom in so it's a little easier. Wow. Okay. All right. So I'm going to drag this into input group 1, and let's copy and drag it into input field 2, input group 3, and let's rename it quickly so we have everything. Now I'm going to move input 2 into the next field and input 3 into the field after that. Okay, before we proceed, let's finish the styling of this as well. So let's select all 3 inputs, and I'm going to go and just remove the border and make the fill white so that it blends in with the background, and that's all that's required. So let's jump into the preview panel, Command tilde, and see our input fields already working. So when you start typing, you should be able to type, as well as on your device. When you tap here, your keyboard should open and you should be able to type normally. So the goal here is to show the second input group after you focus out of the first one, and likewise to show the third input group after you focus out on the second one. So let's see how to do this using our triggers. So this is our interaction panel. So for any kind of actions, you're going to go here, and over here I'm going to go say focus. So first, the idea is when you focus out of input 1. So I'm going to go say focus out and select input 1. When you focus out on input 1, let's first make these 2 layers opacity as 0. And when you focus out, what you need to do is to show the opacity of input group 2 to 100. And likewise, let's copy this block, paste it again. And when you focus out of input 2, let's reveal input group 3. That's it. Let's go into preview, refresh, Command Shift R, and when I type something in input 1 and focus out, the second input gets revealed. Similarly, when I focus out of the second one, the third one gets revealed. But now let's try something more interesting. What we want to do is to compare the value entered in each field, and conditionally, if the value is satisfied to a particular entry, and only then you want to reveal the next one. So how do we do this one? So in Protopie, you have an action called a condition. So you can just tap on condition, and you can select input 1 and you can just choose text. So when input 1's text is equal to this value, so let's say ABCDE, ABCDE, then you want to reveal the next input group. Similarly, let's copy this condition and paste it here. So when you copy a condition, all the child actions under the condition also gets copied. So we can go ahead and remove this and drag this into the condition. So now in this condition, what we need to do is say FGHIJ. I'm going to go back into preview. That's as much as it takes. So I'm going to go type ABCD KLL, nothing happens, but I'm going to go back and just type E and focus out, and then the next thing reveals. Oh wait, so let me just type something random and focus out. As you see here, there is no action. So this condition that we saw has multiple options, as you saw here. So you can have conditions to different even visual cues. So if the shadow color changes to a particular value, then you want this action to happen. Or if the radius, if you change the radius of something from another point in the artboard, then you want a particular action to happen. All of this is possible. All of these possibilities work within Protopie. So it's just good to know. So now let's try and make it even more interesting. What we will do is, right now, if I go back into the preview, I'm going to hit Command Shift R, and as I type and focus out, that's when the next thing appears. But this time what I want to do is, as I type, when I finish typing on ABCDE, the next one should appear instantly. So the way to do this is, in Protopie you have a function called detect. So it detects a particular change, and in this case we want to detect a change of input 1 and we want to detect the text change. So when this text changes, then what we need to do is drag the same condition and paste it here. And similarly, let's create another detect for the next one, and this time we will detect the input 2's text, and we will drag this one and paste it here. So let's go ahead and delete these two and go into the preview window, refresh. Now when I try to input A, B, C, D, E, as soon as I finish typing, the next one reveals F, G, H, I, J, oh, G, H, I, J, and yeah. Now what we'll explore is, as you type A, B, C, D, E, the next one appears. However, if you notice here, the cursor is still on the first input field. And a good UX is when the input field is detected, and after it's detected, let's say it's a 16-digit card number. So as soon as you finish typing your 16-digit card number, we want the next, let's say your CVV or your expiry field to show up. And not only do you want it to show up, you also want the cursor to quickly jump to the next field. Now, even this is possible in Protopie, but we will just implement it right away. So as I type E, as you see here, the next one gets revealed. I'm going to do it again. So A, B, C, D, E. The next one gets revealed, but the cursor is still here. So to fix this, what I can do is go in the actions and tap on focus again. And this time we will focus on input 2, but select focus in. You can select a delay if you want, but in this case, I don't want a delay. And I'm going to go here, copy this, paste it into the next condition. Again, focus on input 3 and focus in. So as simple as that, as I type A, B, C, D, E, it jumps into the next one and also brings the cursor here, and the keyboard will also open on your device. And then I can type F, G, H, I, J, the next one appears. So this is all about progressive form UX. I will see you in the next video where we will learn how to work with the selection and checkboxes in Protopie. I'll see you in the next video.